What if I told you that one of the sweetest ingredients in your kitchen was originally invented to solve a serious problem? Most people think condensed milk is simply a thick, sugary version of regular milk. They pour it into coffee, mix it into desserts, drizzle it over fruit, or use it in their favorite recipes without giving it a second thought. But condensed milk has a fascinating history, and its creation changed the way people stored and transported food around the world. So what exactly is condensed milk? Why is it so sweet? And how did it become one of the most popular ingredients on the planet? The answer is much more interesting than most people realize. Welcome to Consumer's Choice Top 5, where we uncover the hidden stories behind everyday foods, reveal surprising facts, and explain how some of the world's most common products came to be. Today we're diving into the sweet story of condensed milk and discovering why this simple ingredient became a global success. Before we get started, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Do you use condensed milk in coffee, desserts, baking, or something else? We'd love to hear how you enjoy it. Let's start with the most basic question. What exactly is condensed milk? In simple terms, condensed milk is cow's milk that has had a large portion of its water removed. The milk is heated carefully so that water evaporates, leaving behind a much thicker and more concentrated product. In most cases, sugar is then added, creating what is commonly known as sweetened condensed milk. This process transforms ordinary milk into something completely different. The texture becomes rich and creamy. The flavor becomes much sweeter. And perhaps most importantly, the product lasts much longer than fresh milk. At first glance, that might not seem like a big deal. Today, almost everyone has access to refrigerators and grocery stores. But imagine living before refrigeration existed. Fresh milk spoiled quickly. Transporting milk over long distances was difficult. People needed a way to preserve milk so it could be stored and shipped without immediately going bad. That's where condensed milk enters the story. The invention of condensed milk is often linked to the mid-1800s. During that time, food preservation was becoming increasingly important. Growing cities needed reliable food supplies, and people were searching for better ways to keep food safe and usable for longer periods. One entrepreneur who recognized this problem was Gail Borden. He became interested in finding a practical method for preserving milk after witnessing the challenges associated with transporting fresh dairy products. His solution was surprisingly simple but incredibly effective. Remove much of the water from milk and add sugar. By reducing moisture and increasing sugar content, the milk became far more resistant to spoilage. This innovation would eventually transform the dairy industry. To understand why condensed milk lasts longer, we need to look at what happens during production. Water plays a major role in food spoilage. Many bacteria and microorganisms need moisture to grow and multiply. By removing a significant portion of the water, manufacturers create an environment that is less friendly to spoilage. The added sugar helps even more. High concentrations of sugar make it difficult for many microorganisms to survive. In a way, the sugar acts as a natural preservative. This combination of reduced water and increased sugar gives condensed milk its long shelf life. That's why unopened cans can remain stable for extended periods when stored properly. Now let's talk about something many people wonder. Why is condensed milk so incredibly sweet? The answer is simple. Sweetened condensed milk contains a significant amount of added sugar. In fact, sugar isn't just there for flavor. It's part of the preservation strategy. Without that sugar, the product would behave differently. This brings us to an important distinction that many people don't know. Condensed milk and evaporated milk are not the same thing. People often confuse the two because both involve removing water from milk. However, evaporated milk generally does not contain the large amount of added sugar found in sweetened condensed milk. As a result, evaporated milk has a much milder flavor and is often used in savory dishes as well as desserts. Sweetened condensed milk, on the other hand, is unmistakably sweet. If you've ever tasted it directly from the can, you know exactly what we're talking about. It's thick, creamy, rich, and intensely sweet. This unique combination of characteristics helps explain why condensed milk became so popular around the world. In many countries, condensed milk is used in desserts. It appears in cakes, pies, candies, puddings, ice creams, and countless other sweet treats. In some regions, people add it to coffee or tea. In others, it becomes a key ingredient in traditional desserts that have been passed down through generations. One of the reasons condensed milk became so successful is its versatility. Unlike some specialty ingredients that only serve one purpose, condensed milk can be used in dozens of different ways. Need sweetness? It helps. Need creaminess? It helps. Need richness? It helps. Need a convenient ingredient that stores well? It helps with that too. That's a powerful combination. Let's pause for a moment and think about how many foods have achieved worldwide popularity. Usually, a product succeeds because it solves a problem, tastes good, or offers convenience. Condensed milk managed to do all three. It solved storage problems, it tasted delicious, and it was convenient to transport and use. That's a recipe for success. Now here's a question for you. What's your favorite recipe that uses condensed milk? Is it a dessert, a beverage, or something completely different? Let us know in the comments. As condensed milk spread around the world, different cultures found unique ways to use it. In Southeast Asia, it's commonly added to coffee and tea. In Latin America, it's often used in desserts and sweets. In parts of Europe, it appears in baked goods and candies. In many Caribbean countries, condensed milk is a beloved ingredient in drinks, cakes, and holiday treats. No matter where you travel, you'll likely find a local recipe that relies on condensed milk. This global popularity is remarkable when you think about it. A product originally developed to preserve milk eventually became a beloved flavor ingredient in its own right. Many people don't use condensed milk because they need preservation anymore. They use it because they enjoy the taste. That's a major shift. The original purpose helped create the product. The flavor helped make it famous. Let's talk briefly about how condensed milk is made today. Modern production begins with fresh milk. The milk is heated under carefully controlled conditions to remove a significant portion of its water content. Sugar is added, and the mixture is processed until it reaches the familiar, thick consistency consumers expect. The product is then packaged in cans or other containers designed to maintain freshness and quality. While technology has improved over the years, the basic concept remains surprisingly similar to the original idea. Remove water, add sugar, create a longer-lasting dairy product. Simple, yet brilliant. Another reason condensed milk became so popular is its consistency. When you open a can, you know exactly what you're getting. The product is rich, smooth, sweet, and ready to use. That reliability matters to home cooks and professional bakers alike. Whether you're making a pie, a cake, fudge, ice cream, or a coffee drink, consistency helps produce predictable results. And that's something people value. Of course, condensed milk isn't just about sweetness. It also contributes texture. Many desserts feel creamy and luxurious because condensed milk helps create a smooth mouthfeel. In some recipes, it replaces several ingredients at once by providing sweetness, richness, and thickness in a single product. That's another reason it remains a kitchen favorite. Now let's address a common misconception. Some people assume condensed milk is simply regular milk with sugar stirred into it. That's not quite accurate. The key difference is concentration. Because much of the water has been removed, the flavors become more concentrated, and the texture changes dramatically. That's why condensed milk feels so different from ordinary milk. It's not just sweeter, it's denser, richer, and more intense. Think of it as milk that's been concentrated into a much more powerful form. Another interesting fact is that condensed milk played an important role in feeding people during difficult times in history. Its long shelf life made it useful during military campaigns, long journeys, and situations where fresh food was difficult to obtain. For many communities, it provided a dependable source of dairy when refrigeration wasn't available. This practical benefit helped expand its popularity even further. Today, however, most people associate condensed milk with comfort foods and desserts. It's the ingredient that helps create favorite family recipes. It's the sweet addition that transforms ordinary coffee into something special. It's the rich component that gives certain desserts their signature flavor. In many households, opening a can of condensed milk brings back memories of holidays, celebrations, and family gatherings. That's something a lot of ingredients can't claim. As we start wrapping up, let's review what we've learned. Condensed milk is milk that has had much of its water removed. In sweetened condensed milk, sugar is added both for flavor and preservation. This creates a thick, rich, sweet product that lasts much longer than fresh milk. The invention of condensed milk helped solve important food storage challenges during the 19th century. Over time, people around the world embraced it not only for convenience, but also for its unique taste and texture. Today, condensed milk appears in desserts, beverages, baked goods, candies, and countless traditional recipes from many different cultures. So what exactly is condensed milk? It's much more than sweet milk in a can. It's a concentrated dairy product with a fascinating history, a practical purpose, and a flavor that has won fans around the globe. The next time you drizzle condensed milk into coffee, stir it into a dessert, or use it in a family recipe, you'll know you're enjoying an ingredient that helped change food preservation and became one of the sweetest success stories in culinary history. If you enjoyed learning the sweet story behind condensed milk, please like this video, subscribe to Consumer's Choice Top 5, and share it with someone who loves food facts and kitchen mysteries. And before you go, answer this question in the comments. What is your favorite dessert made with condensed milk? We can't wait to read your answers. Thanks for watching, and please check out our previous videos.